I've created this two-handed longsword with inspiration from the work of George R. R. Martin's Game of Thrones. On one side of the blade, my etching commemorates the battle at the Trident, where Robert Baratheon, with the help of the River Lords, kills Rhaegar Targaryen. Although not present at the Battle of the Trident, you'll notice that I added the Lannister lion to the right side of the scene as unlikely allies for the Kingslayer's role in killing Aerys Targaryen. On the other side of the blade, I etched all of the great houses of Westeros paying homage to Robert Baratheon as the new king. I placed the more loyal river lords on the left side of the Iron Throne. You'll notice that the great houses on the right side of the Iron Throne were less than enthusiastic about Robert's rule and were more likely to call this blade the Usurper. Taking a look at the handle design, the guard is fairly complicated. There are 3 separate pieces of brass used in its construction and 6 steel lineup pins. Interior lineup pins here, here, and then finally some through the top. Let's take a look at the 3 pieces of brass that I used to make the guard and the steel lineup pins inside. Ultimately, off camera, I chose to connect these to make the guard one piece permanently because I wanted to avoid any possible stress risers that could happen if there were minor gaps inside the brass. So I filled it with epoxy so that when you strike the blade, you would reduce any chance of vibrations inside the guard. Returning to the handle design and how it is put together, you can see that the one-piece guard fits over the tang nicely. And then I put the first riser, which I made out of mild steel, on top of the guard. This is connected with a couple more steel lineup pins. The larger pieces of the handle are carved from African blackwood, and they slide over the protruding lineup pins from the first riser. You'll note 2 other sets of steel lineup pins that are used to align the 3 center spacers made from mild steel and brass. The first set of steel lineup pins hold the bottom steel spacer in perfect alignment with the African blackwood handle. Then I insert the other 2 lineup pins into that first center spacer. Now you can easily slide the brass spacer and the other steel spacer on top of the first one. These spacers were domed to give them an elegant look inside the 2 pieces of African blackwood handle. Now the top piece of African blackwood handle slides over the tang and locks into place of the steel pins that protrude from the 3 center spacers. I etched the steel pommel with the sigils of House Tully, Arryn, Stark, and Baratheon. I tapped the pommel and threaded the last inch or so of the tang, so the pommel will act as a nut, securing all of the handle pieces together. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and be certain to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.